Hello and welcome to this little mini YouTube yoga class. So this class is for you to try before going to bed. It's just a little class, a mini class to help you have a happier back. So welcome to this class. My name is Tonya. I am the founder of yogabytonya.com. And also, I just want to say if your hips and lower backs are bothering you, if they've been achy or you've tight, you've been having some issues with them, just know that my online membership is open and I have uh, weekly live classes through Zoom. And if you can't make the classes live, there are replays. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. You do not have to start on a mat. You can start on your floor or soft surface, but we're going to start today in a child's pose. So in this child's pose, your knees can be together or wide apart, shifting the hips back. And maybe today for this practice, if you have a block or a pillow or just even a folded blanket, you can place it underneath your forehead. And you're going to let your arms and shoulders rest down and towards the mat. Noticing your breath. Inhaling into the belly, the ribs, the chest expand. And as you exhale, you're just releasing any tension in the body, letting the jaw and eyes soften. Heart and belly release. Hips and legs are heavy, melting towards the pull of gravity. Inhale into the belly, the ribs, the chest expand. And then exhale, just releasing any tension, just letting that go. Have 3 more breaths just like that on your own. If you want, you can remove the prop, place it away from the body. Just let the forehead rest on the mat. And then from here, we're going to inhale round through the spine, coming into tabletop. Knees are hip width apart, big starfish hands. Inhale, drop your belly, heart and gaze move forward, cow. Exhale, round the spine, really press the mat away, cat. Inhaling to cow, just over exaggerating this movement up and down the spine. And then exhale to cat. Just spending just a few breaths here in cat, really pressing the mat away, maybe adding some side to side movement, or really anything that feels good to the spine. And then inhaling back to center. This time we're walking our forearms towards the top of the mat, coming to our forearms and elbows here. Our hips are staying over our knees. Exhale, forehead melts towards or to the mat. Just letting the heart melt down. Inhale deeply. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, pressing back up into your tabletop. Reaching those right fingertips towards the ceiling. Just going to draw big circles with the arm. And then reaching those right fingertips up. Exhale, thread the needle. Arm comes underneath the body. Shoulder and cheek come to the mat. Left palm can stay where it's at, or you can reach it to the top of the mat. Inhale deeply. Stay for the exhale. Good. Planting the left palm into the mat. Inhale, reach those right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Draw big circles, going in the opposite direction, rather. And then inhale, reach those right fingertips up. Exhale, thread the needle. Arm comes underneath the body. Shoulder and cheek come to the mat. Left palm can stay where it's at, or you can reach to the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, melt to the mat. Inhale deeply. Stay for the exhale. Plant the left palm down. Inhale, reach those right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhaling to a neutral spine. Reach those left fingertips up towards the ceiling and drawing big circles with that arm. Going slow to go far. Inhale, reach those left fingertips up. And exhale, thread the needle. Shoulder and cheek come to the mat. Inhale deeply. Stay for the exhale. Push the mat away with the right palm, or reach those left fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then drawing circles, going in the opposite direction. And reaching those left fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring that left arm underneath the body, shoulder and cheek come to the mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Again, inhale deep. Stay for the exhale. And then press the mat away. Reach those left fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then exhale back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhaling to a neutral spine. And then walking your palms to the top of the mat. Coming to your forearm and elbows. Coming into puppy pose. Inhale. Exhale, let the heart melt towards the mat. Deep inhales. Smooth exhales. Good. And then inhale, lifting back up, making your way to your sit bones. Extending the legs long in front of you, coming into staff. Stacking your shoulders over your hips, lengthening through the spine, gaze is neutral. And then on your next exhale, you're going to bend your knees, hug your belly to your thighs. Let's go ahead and place the feet on the mat. Walk the feet a little bit wider than hip width. Hug your thighs to your belly. And exhale, head is going to hang heavy between your knees. You can add some movement here if that feels good. Should feel really good on the spine, the lower back. Shoulders move away from the ears. Breath is deep. Good. And then inhale, lifting up. Extend your legs long into a wide leg seated position. So the legs are long here. You're going to bring your right foot in towards your left thigh. Reach those left fingertips down towards your foot. And then reach those right fingertips up towards the ceiling or at a diagonal here. And then exhale. If it feels appropriate and comfortable, you're going to reach over towards the left foot. Not forcing anything here. Breath is deep and spacious. And exhale, release. Bring your palms behind you just to support your spine. Extend your legs long. And dorsiflex your feet here and just begin to windshield wiper the feet. Good. And then bringing the left foot into the right thigh. I have to be careful here because I got a misaligned hip, so I have to be a little bit careful. And if you're like me, you're okay. If you're in a seated position on a chair, it might make this a little bit easier. You're gonna reach those left fingertips down the leg, reach those left fingertips away from the body. Add a nice diagonal here, and then reach the arm up and over towards the feet. So we're just a side body stretch here. Breathing deeply. And exhale, releasing. Coming back here to your staff pose. Extend the legs long, lengthen through the spine. Really lengthening. Imagine I have a string attached to the crown of the head and I'm just pulling it up. Shoulders melt away from the ears. And then from here, you're going to bend your knees, soles of the feet come together and start to lay back. So we're just coming into Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly. I like to cactus the arms here. Gaze is neutral. Inhale, lengthen the breath. Good. Planting the feet to the mat. Hug your knees to your chest. And then maybe draw circles or rock side to side. Also hold on to the backs of the thighs. Or really, you can just adjust your hands here, however it feels good. Make this your own. Maybe you just want to draw some circles with the knees. Whatever feels good on your lower back. Make sure you keep your tailbone, your sacrum on the mat. Good. And you're just going to cactus your arms. Exhale the knees to the right side. Just coming into supine twist. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Focusing on the breath. The breath is deep and spacious. The breath is smooth and easy. The breath is continuous. And then inhale back to center, plant the feet to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips up, little bridge. Exhale, release the hips down. Stack the knees over the hips. Exhale the knees to the right side. Supine twist. Maybe you want to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the breath. Exhale, release. Focusing on the qualities of the breath. Inhaling back to center, planting the feet to the mat. Lift the hips up, little bridge. Exhale, release down. Hug your knees to your chest. And then exhale, full body stretch. Reaching through the fingers and the toes, maybe arching the back. Let's go ahead and grab onto the right wrist, gently pull or tug to the left. And then switch, grab onto the left wrist, gently pull or tug to the right side of the body. Coming back to center, bending your knees. So we're going to come into our rest pose, Shavasana. This is a good pose right before bed to do legs up the wall, or put your shins on a chair or your bed, just to get your knees, your legs, your feet above your heart. So if you want to come against the wall, you bring your hip right even with the baseboard, and you're going to lay down and turn and rotate so that your tailbone is pretty much right up here against the baseboard. And your legs go up the wall, come wide, come into some sort of Vinyasa. You're going to close your eyes. Take a deep, full in breath. Exhale, release. Shavasana. So this is where I am going to leave you, right here in a Shavasana. You have, I would say, stay here about 5 or 10 minutes, just depending on how much time you have before bed, but definitely shoot for 5 minutes. So you're going to stay there. You can pause this video, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.